Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Drivers Room Acelith Design Endurance Championship, Season 1, Round 7, Tier 3. We are closing in on the season finale, and I am your host Kimaru, and today we are at Dragon Trail Seaside 2, Variation 2, in the Super GT machines. So, let's see how everyone qualified in today's race. Starting off on pole, we have Brit in a spit in pole position. First time of asking Spice. We have Diesel, Old Spice, the two M4R boys in front. We have Johnny Hudson in third. We have Kayla's one in fourth. Frogman in fifth. We have an old returning star to the Drivers Room Endurance Championship or Acelith Design Endurance Championship. This is Force. After a few years off, he is finally back into the grid and he's a highly respected member. So, welcome back to Force. Glover Barnett, Mr. Canny, Mickey. Let's hope Mickey doesn't shred his tires this time. We have Jamie Balding, Nightmare Racer, Molrex or Rex, and Lorcas in the back. Lorcas is starting at the back because he unfortunately didn't make the sign up deadline in time, so he had to skip qualifying. So let's see how everyone did in today's race. Alright, we are about ready to get this show started. Let's see how everyone ends up in today's race. Waiting for the green light. We're off for round 7 of the ADEC Championship. As we see, Diesel has a very good start. Same with Johnny and Brit in the spit, and the Frog, it seemed. Well, he had a very good start, and then he fell down a little bit. But an amazing start from Johnny and Diesel, as they just left Mr. Brit in the spit behind them in the dust. Will the Brit in the spit attempt a one-stop today as well? Could be very difficult. Could be interesting to see if he can pull it off. The tire wear is a little bit higher on this track than it was in Spa. So let's hope everyone gets through this race cleanly, as we see Diesel going through the S's. Very difficult corner to get through, as we see Frog going very wide on the gravel. Glover Barnett, Force, KLS. We have Mickey, Canny, Rex, Jamie, Nightmare, Lorcas, and Rex in the back. Come back with Diesel to see him finish lap 1. He has Johnny right behind. As he goes over the line to start lap 2. Bad start from Brit in the spit, but I think he's holding back, just not pushing it, keeping that safe. As we remember, his cars have killed him in the past, and he just really desperately needs good points to stay in contention with a promotion up to Tier 2. As we see Glover in 4th, we have Force into the wall. Oh my goodness. A little laggy from Force. As we see KLS, we have Mickey in 9th. Let's hope he remembers to pit today. As we see Frog all the way down into 8th, so he's probably had a horrible time in the chicane. As we see Canny looking for a way through the Frogman. Hasn't been able to yet. As we see Jamie going on the inside of Frog. Little wonky pass, but made it stick, made it work. And we see Frog on the inside of Jamie. Into the chicane. Oh, and we have Jamie pushing Frog off. Jamie should have waited there, but they were both on the side of each other, so I don't know how to call that. It's up to the stewards. Jamie going side by side with Kenny through the first turn. Who of them will break off before the chicane? Too wide into the chicane is not smart. They both go too wide and Jamie breaks off. Kenny is the winner in that fight. Good job, Kenny. As you see, Mickey in 7th, following Force and KLS. Force probably has a little bit of ring rust, but I know that the Petronas livery is a missing addition to the championship. Oh my goodness, holy. That lag is a little bit too extreme. Let's hope that clears up. So we see Kalis in 5th, Glover in 4th. We have Britnespit chasing down Diesel. Diesel has lost his position to Johnny. Let's follow these three. As we see Britnespit going for a very ambitious move into turn 1, makes it stick, gets himself up into what am I saying? Position 2. P2. There we go. That's how it goes when this crazy Norwegian is trying to speak a little bit too fast for his own good. And Britnespit, or First Time Skin Spice, is now in P2. Good move. Looks like he's taking up the hunt for P1. Glover still trying to hold off KLS. The Skyline does have a little bit more speed than the Lexus. But look at how close KLS is. Even in the dirty air, he's able to stick very close to Glover. No move as of yet. Let's. Oh, we have Britnespit. He's closing in on Johnny. Does he have the run on Johnny in the start-finish straight? Will he go for another dive on the inside like he did with Old Spice? Goes on the inside of Johnny, makes the move stick, moves himself up into P1. Oh, they're gonna go side by side into the chicane, the chicken of death. Who will break off? And we have Johnny breaking off from that fight, as we see Johnny just slightly going into the wall a little bit. We still have Glover and KLS. Just look at the speed these two are having into this chicane, or out of it. And we have 4Z. Oh, wow. Might need to do a little bit of check on that connection of yours, Forz. As we see Mickey in 7th. Like I said, let's hope he remembers to pit this time. Kenny in 8th. He has broken off from Frog. Frog in 9th. Frog has broken off from Jamie. Jamie in the 08 Skyline. Lorcas still struggling a little bit. We have Rex. Oh, Rex going very wonky over there, the SS. And we have Nightmare all the way down into 13th. So he must have probably crashed into the chicane somewhere. I know Nightmare is a lot faster than this. As As we come back with the leaders, we see Britney Spit is breaking off a little bit from Johnny. Johnny's really trying to keep up, but looks like Britney Spit is quite a bit better on this track. Maybe it suits him a lot better, the track and car. He's definitely got this one in the ballpark. As we see, Diesel is not able to keep up with Johnny either, as of right now. And we see Glover still ahead of KLS, so we're going to follow these two for a little bit. Glover still hasn't been able to break away from KLS. KLS still hasn't been able to make a move because of the dirty air. Oh, he's going on the inside. Does he have enough? On the inside of the chicane, and he does. Moves himself up into fourth. Good move from KLS. Then again, Glover does have the run on him in the start-finish. KLS covers the inside into turn one. Glover goes on the outside. Keeps it clean, keeps it ahead of Glover. Come back to Forzy. Still has a bit of a gap down to Mickey. 7th for Mickey so far. And we have Kenny all the way down in 8th, 9th now. They probably he's probably hit the chicane in the previous lap. No hits this time. Lorcas must be struggling a little bit with the 16 NSX. Kind of shame that they call this car an NSX because it doesn't look anything like the original counterpart. And we see Rex trying to hold off Nightmare as Nightmare goes right off and into the wall. Dirty Air just killed Nightmare there. Still a long race, so don't give up, Nightmare. As we see Britney Spit. Oh my goodness, look at the gap he's carved out to Johnny, as Johnny is trying to defend from Diesel. And Johnny has a tiny bit more wear on his front than Diesel. It's gonna be close. And Johnny's doing everything in his power just to stay ahead of Old Spice. See if Diesel has the stones. No. Sorry for the quietness. I forget sometimes to actually commentate on what I'm seeing. And looks like Johnny has enough gap into the Chicken of Death. KLS has carved himself a little bit of a gap down to Glover right now. 4Z is struggling a little bit. Full assist on. So that's a good sign that Force is way out of practice. Mickey. Starting to catch up to Force. Tire wear is looking pretty even on all cars. As we see, Kenny is really not pushing his tires all that much. But he is losing time up to the rest of the field. And Lorcas is catching up to him. Oh, and we have Glover. He's gone off. Taking a look back with Glover real quick. Let's take a look what happened to him. He goes, oh, wow. The curb just kicked this car into the gravel. Jeez. Just stays way out of everyone's way. Oh! Dirty tires isn't doing him a lot of favors. As we see, Kenny has carved himself a big gap down to Lorcas again. Rex. His tires aren't looking that bad either. But he's a little bit laggy. It's been a problem with the servers this week. Servers have been a little bit wonky. Britain Spit's 2-hour got cancelled too because of immense lag. And talking about Britain Spit, we'll just look at his tires. He has preserved them quite well, but the rear tires and the right front is taking a beating. Regardless, he's keeping a good pace. And he's got this one in the bag, I would think. As we see, Johnny is still trying to fend off Diesel, and just look at that tire wear. Compared to Britain Spit, Diesel has slaughtered his tires. Jeez, man. As we see, Britain Spit already into the pits at lap 10. We have Johnny also into the pits. He really needed that stop. As we see, a lot of the guys are going into the pits now to get some fresh boots on their cars. There we have Johnny. Will probably pick up a lot of speed. As we see KLS. Kenny staying out for one more. With his tire wear, he could probably stay out for 5 more laps. He's really not shredded those tires at all. Just keeping it clean and consistent. That is the trick. As you see, Lorcas too doesn't have a lot of tire wear. As we see, oh, we have a death in the chicane. Coming back with Kenny. Where does he hit the wall? Oh, he hit the invisible wall. Oh, Kenny. He has no power left in the vehicle. 20 seconds is what it takes for the car to be fixed in Tier 3. If this was Tier 1, he would have been limping home to the pit lane to get that damage fixed. Chicken is one of the scariest parts of Seaside. As we see, Nightmare has been into the pits, same with Rex. Let's take a look at Diesel. He is going for another lap, and look at the right front. Barely anything left on that front tire. Well, a lot more than what Mickey had last week. that's for sure. Good clean lines from first time of Ask and Spice. As you see, Johnny. Don't think this is a combo that agrees with Johnny that much. We always see Johnny on the top of the leaderboard, and maybe this is his push away and his kick away from the hill. But it all remains to be seen. Still 40 minutes left of the race. As you see KLS. Has been into the pits and got some fresh soft tires. Lorcas is still staying out in front of Force. And Force and Lorcas, I have a feeling they've met each other before. So they probably know each other's driving styles quite well. As we see Lorcas going for yet another lap. I don't think he will hold off Force. Force going on the outside of Lorcas. Beautiful pass, and that puts Force up into 5th. Not a bad return for Force as of yet. Oh, and the car is, yeah. As we see Mickey in 7th in front of Glover Barnett, and Mickey has remembered to pit. Mickey has remembered to pit. He's got himself a fresh set of supers. We have Glover with a fresh set. We see Diesel finally into the pits. And the pit loss on Seaside is about 15 seconds. 15 to 18 seconds from just a simple tire change, instead of just 2 seconds. So I really love the new pit stop timers that Polyphony implemented last week. As we see Lorcas finally into the pits, with Canny also moving into the pits. Frog has been into the pits. You'll probably be able to pass Canny and Lorcas here. And we have Rex just in front of Nightmare. Nightmare is trying to pass Rex. Nightmare's had one of the poorest starts of his race ever, I think. Doesn't stop him from trying to regain position. Coming back on lap 22, we are 32 minutes into this race. We have Britney Spit still in first, just ahead of Diesel. Diesel's tires are starting to run off, and Britney Spit looks like he has been into the pits. So he's probably going to do one more stop. And Diesel is due for yet another stop. But that won't come for a few more laps. As we see KLS in 3rd with worn tires. Johnny in 4th with a fresh set of tires. He's on his out lap. He should be able to pass KLS in a short few laps. Force still staying out of trouble and trying to have a good start for his return debut. Lorcas in 6th. We have Glover all the way down in 7th now. And Canny in 8th. He's due for a stop in the future. Mickey in 9th. And he has been in for another pit stop. And we have Rex. And we've unfortunately lost Jamie and Nightmare. I think this is Jamie's first retirement. And yeah, Britain Spit is pulling away from Diesel. Fresh tires, a lot of grip, and basically impossible for the guy behind him to catch up. Diesel still staying out for one more lap. Johnny now ahead of KLS, as KLS has 7% left in the tank. Force is just ahead of Glover, and we have Lorcas down in 7th. Has he been into the wall? Maybe Glover just caught up to him because of fresh tires. We have Glover coming to pass Rex, and Rex just parking it. Not willing to be in anyone's way. There we have Canny. And Mickey coming up on the start-finish straight. Rex is the only one lapped at the moment, I think. And yet again, Rex has left his blinkers on. As we catch up to Barnett. Not a lot of action in this stage of the race, unfortunately. Looks like the lagging issue has dissipated a little bit from Force. KLS having a good run. Very unusual to see Johnny in 3rd. He has been very strong all season, always at the podium. At least he's still at the podium, just not the top 2 spots. This is a very beautiful track, but hard to master because of the Chicken of Death, or Chicane of Death, as it's been nicknamed by the Gran Turismo community. And yet again, I have to give credit to Gadget 334 for the Sigma livery, which I think is one of the most beautiful liveries in the driver's room and the ADEC Championship. Plucks the Duck also makes beautiful liveries for his Made for Racing crew, or by the other nickname that I've given them, and they're also known as the Spice Boys. Old Spice, Diesel in second, staying out of trouble, but really needs new tires and fuel. It will probably put him behind Johnny, as we see Johnny is closing in. And these two are on completely different strategies. This is what I love about the new pit time system. The strategies does change up quite a bit, and different people can end up winning, and the sprinters could be put at some disadvantage on certain tracks. As we see, Diesel is still fighting it out. He is going for another, he's soldiering it out. He's going for yet another lap around the circuit. It's probably going to be his last stop, where he just brims the tank to halfway and gets those fresh tires ready and rocking. 20 minutes remaining. So let's see how Diesel's strategies work out. Britain's Pit might need another pit stop, but I'm not going to say that for sure. He could be chancing it by staying out on these tires for the remainder of the race, but we'll see. Coming back on lap 33, we have Diesel out in second, just ahead of Johnny. Johnny has been into the pits, and he is out on fresh tires. Let's hope these two can get through the chicane without smashing into the wall, especially Johnny being in the dirty air of Diesel. Oh, and he does scratch some paint. That is to be expected while being in the dirty air. Car understeers instead of regular steering into the corner, and I have no clue what I'm saying. I'm not a professional. Just so we got that cleared and out of the way. I'm not a professional. I'm just doing this. Yeah, I'm doing this. Let's keep it at that. Johnny's doing everything he can now just to catch up, get ahead of Diesel. Just one kink in the armor, one crack, and Diesel will be bumped down to second. Diesel's tires are starting to run off. 9 minutes remaining. Can he hold off Johnny? Is it possible? I'm just going to scroll down the field a little bit to take a look at the rest of the field. As we see KLS in fourth. We have Force still in fifth. Mickey in sixth, fighting for his position, or at least to hold it in front of Glover. And Mickey has no tire grip or tire life left, as we see Glover easily going through to claim sixth into the S's. Glover will come out of this poorly though, or no, he's got a grip on it for KLS into the pits. Let's hope Mickey gets himself into the pits to change some new tires. As we see Canny in 8th, we have Lorcas in 9th, just coming out of the pits. Rex with a new set of tires. So let's go back to Mickey, see if he... Oh, just look at how he understeers. Oh, that felt like a Jules moment, what I just did. And Mickey chances it by staying out for one more lap. He's going to lose a lot of time now. And Canny's coming up fast. Canny can smell the blood. He knows that Mickey's injured from his tires. His pace is bleeding. He really needs to get those tires changed. I don't think he can stay up for the full duration of this stint. Oh, he just understeers into the wall. Canny's coming close. He's getting closer. Just look at how much time Mickey's losing. .132, 132, 132, 31, 34 on his last lap. So Mickey is really bleeding time, and we can see 30, 31, 37, 30, 30, 30 from Canny. He's holding it more consistent as we... Did Mickey go into the wall? Taking a look back with Mickey, what in the world happened to him? Did he just understeer out of the track? Yep, that's exactly what he did. He understeered off and hit the wall just the same as I believe Nightmare did earlier in the race. Nightmare got a little harder hit though. This could be Mickey's hint to go in, as we see Rex understeering out of that hairpin. Britnessbit, what can we say about this guy today? He has finally gotten his dream race after 3 unlucky races, very unlucky races, 2 in the Group 3 class where the Ford GT blatantly just killed him 1 or 2 times on Bathurst, as we see Mickey into the pits, and 2 times at the Red Bull Ring where the Ford GT just kicked out its ass and sent Britnessbit into the wall. So this is going to be one of the top screaming yes moments for Brit in a spit. So just keep it going, stay out of trouble, and as we see, Britnessbit has been into the pits, and his tires are going to hold until the very end. Johnny has gotten ahead of Diesel, but then again, Diesel is right behind. It looks like Johnny is struggling a little bit more with worn tires the further out in the stint he gets, but he is ahead of Diesel at the moment. Sorry for missing that pass. But Diesel and Johnny always seem to be very close to each other in every single race they're in. And there's very little to separate these two racers, that's for sure. As we see, Diesel is carving out a little bit of Johnny's carving out a little bit of a gap down to Diesel, and I think Diesel's just hoping for Johnny to smack into the chicken and take himself out of the race. But Johnny just has to control this now into the finish line. No contact from either of them. As we see KLS. Quite the distance behind the top 3. Force now about to be lapped by Britnessbit, or first time of Asking Spice. A little bit of ring rust for Force, but otherwise very good first race back from the Force man, the Petronas man. See Glover there. Let's see. Yeah, Force has a little bit more tire wear on his car than Barnett. Could Barnett be able to catch up? As we see Rex just pulling off there. And we have Diesel into the pits. Maybe he's going for the fastest lap. See if he takes on fuel. He does not take on fuel, so he's going to go for the fastest lap. One outlap, one flyer. Let's see if he can do it. Mickey in 8th. What Diesel really would have needed now is a slipstream from another person. So basically, Diesel has given Johnny the second place. As we see, oh my gosh! Mickey has slammed into the chicken and died. Oh no. The dirty air killed him. That's how easy it goes, guys and girls. Be careful when you go through the chicken of death. That's exactly why we call it the chicken of death. Lodicus now. Will he be able to catch up to Mickey? Mickey's had Lodicus has had pretty. Yeah, he's struggled a lot in this race. That's for sure. As we see KLS in the back. Let's follow Britney Spit towards his win, hopefully. Let's hope nothing damages Britney Spit's car. First time of Asking Spice is finally cooking out a win. He has been waiting for this all season. It's been tough competition all across the board. The ups, the downs, mostly the downs, and finally a big up for first time of Asking Spice. This is going to be amazing for Britney Spit. As we see Britney Spit, final corner, going in to take the win. Congratulations, Britney Spit. Very well done indeed. As we see, Johnny has done a very good job to get himself back into second place. As we see Kenny and Diesel. Thank you all for watching, and come back next week for the finale at Nürburgring Nordschleife in Group 4. So, as you can see, here we have Diesel now in first with 143 points, ahead of Johnny Hodgson in second with 138 points. Britney Spit with 108. Good haul points for his win, and we have KLS in fourth with 58 points, so a big gap up to the top three. Love Barnett with 51 and Lorcas with 47. So that was it for round 7, and come back for the season finale, which will either be done by myself again or either Britney Spit, depending on how big the replay is. Thank you all for watching, and see you next time.